Ladies and gentlemen, it has happened again for the third time. Now, lately, I've been having these dreams where I actually see my gotcha series become a reality as an animation series. This is the third time this has happened now. The first dream we had was with the first ever Freddy Build the End, and I made a video about that, and that dream was just so awesome seeing the characters for the first time and a different story in animation with the characters. It was just on point, and it's like the future telling me this is gonna happen one day. And then it happened again with the Bendy crew, actually, not Freddy Build the End 2 or anything else, the Bendy crew. But then more recently, it happened again with Freddy Build the End 3 for some reason. So the third time, I had a dream about Freddy Build the End 3, which is, in my opinion, the best gacha season I ever made out of all of the ones I made, actually. I think Freddy Build the End 3 was the perfect way to end the series and everything. If not, then 4. But 3, in my opinion, just had everything perfect, just the way it is. And seeing, like, the animation was just, wow. It was looked to be more of, like, a sequel, actually, than it being a threequel, which is, like, the third installment. But it looked more like a sequel, which may be a change. I'm not really sure. But this was just amazing to watch. The characters, again, looked amazing. They looked great. Seeing Freddy back again, it looked just the same as last time. He looked good. The werewolf looked exactly the same in the Gotcha series with the same colors and the gray and the black hair and everything. Midnight, Vincent, and the other wolves looked absolutely incredible, just the exact same. Vincent, I think, had like the best design out of all of the OCs in this animation. And he had the same voice actor, so did Midnight. They had the same actors. However, though, there were a few changes with the other two werewolves. And also William was also here. William was actually part of the group, but William was not in a relationship with Vincent. It looks like we scrapped that. I don't know. But either way, it is what it is. The wolves were together, all 5 of them. And each wolf had their own backstory, but it's also like the same exact plot as we did for Freddy Build the End 3, where Vincent comes to the human world and wants Freddy to join him. But we did change a lot of things that makes it longer, and also a few things about their backstory. Each wolf have their own backstory, which is cool. Vincent having the same exact one. William actually being a cult leader, and also being that whole malicious type of person. And one of the other wolves, which was Jake the Green Wolf, actually was, he had a problem with stealing. And nothing about the female werewolf. I'm not sure if I forgot or not, but there was nothing really with her backstory explained except for the other 3 wolves. Midnight, obviously, was just abandoned and Vincent found her. But then we also get, a little bit of changes. Like I said, Vincent and William are not in a relationship this time. Midnight is actually not blind. Midnight can actually see, which is a change, which is interesting because, her being blind was a really character trait, because that's why she wanted to join the group. But Vincent was worried for her and stuff because she was blind and couldn't see. And the same goal is Vincent. Yes, he wants Freddy to join him. And I'm going to explain to you what I saw. I saw a lot in this, but not everything. But at the same time, it was just very, very awesome to watch. It had like almost the same plot, but a lot of different things taken from it, and also like a longer version of it. And it looked incredible. It looked like a really good sequel to the first one. So now we're going to talk about it. We'll talk about what I seen. So obviously, the first thing I saw, actually surprisingly, was when Freddy got bit. Not about how the wolves got there or anything. It's Freddy getting bit. That's the first thing I seen in the animation. Freddy getting bit and turning into a werewolf. He then sees Vincent and follows him. However, instead of him leading him deep in the woods where they ambush Freddy, he leads Freddy to a building in the city where the town can see them. And Vincent actually ends up beating Freddy and showing the fact that he has telekinesis early instead of later on in the series, like in the Gotcha series. Vincent actually is beating Freddy, and Freddy falls down the building at one point, but Vincent actually catches him and saves him, which leaves Freddy confused. But then Vincent continues beating down Freddy, saying he's not done beating him up yet. And after Freddy gets beat up and passes out from all the pain, Vincent takes Freddy away, very far away, to his abandoned warehouse where all the other wolves are there, surrounding him and smelling him until he wakes up. And Freddy obviously looks around and is all confused about what's going on. And all the wolves stand down and bow to Vincent when he appears, showing that Vincent's obviously the leader of the group. And Vincent has been waiting for this moment for a while now, because Vincent is actually a big fan of Freddy, spoiler alert, but we'll talk about that soon. We'll get back to that. So now we talk about what's going on. Well, Freddy's in an abandoned warehouse with all the other wolves, and all the wolves have their own personality. The Mercy and Jake, they remind me so much of like that whole hyena, the hyenas from The Lion King. That's what those two remind me of. There's always fighting and talking back to one another. And they actually had some similar voices, except that Jake's was more younger and Mercy was also more of a deeper version of her voice. She had like a deep woman voice. Like I said, Midnight and Vincent had the same actors. William had a deeper and more of a mature voice, like he knew what he was talking about. But everything else, they looked exactly on point, except for Vincent. He did not have his tail. Besides that, Vincent had the same exact design and looked amazing. And Freddy in his werewolf form looked exactly the same in the Gotcha series. And Freddy is mostly just confused about what's going on. And Vincent explains to Freddy that, well, I will turn you back into a human if you help us. So, same exact plot. He wants revenge, he needs Freddy's help. However, they're doing it in a different approach. So, same thing, Freddy sends him to a room, and he's forced to share a room with Midnight. And Midnight and Freddy obviously get along, and Midnight is actually able to see this time. She's not blind like in the Gotcha series, which was a big change. But still, I think it worked. And then everything is going, interesting. It's more like a family type of thing, which is like the whole plot of the third one, family, but we'll get back into that soon. Vincent sends Freddy, the other two wolves, Jake and Mercy, to go to a museum so they can get parts for an airship. So we did change a few things about the backstory, which we're about to get to soon. But he says to go get an airship. And they had to go to a museum to get the parts and stuff. However, like I said, Jake has a problem of stealing. So there's no time waste when he steals something and the security is noticed that something's in the building with them. And it leads to a fight scene with Freddy and the two wolves going against the security together. My English, I'm sorry. And actually, they end up escaping and getting the parts and also stealing a whole bunch of stuff as well because of Jake the Wolf. And Freddy actually seems to enjoy it. It leads to a high-speed chase where they steal a car and they actually end up fighting on top of a car as well. And they end up escaping, and Freddy actually had fun. Freddy actually had fun fighting alongside the other two wolves. And now that's when it starts getting interesting if Freddy should join the wolves or not. And it's all over the news, and Star, Sun, and Jamie actually do see that, oh, Freddy's actually alive. He was on the news. We gotta go find him. And that leads to Star, Jamie, and Sun. So we don't really see that much of them in this. It was mostly focusing on Freddy and the wolves, which was the whole approach for Freddy Build the End 3 in the Gotcha series. But now it looks like we do the same thing for the animation. I didn't see everything. I don't know what's been going on with Star, Stun, and Jamie ever since Freddy's been gone. But same thing. The group are going to help Freddy. They're going to try Freddy and help him. That's what they're trying to do. So Freddy does come back with the parts, and he starts talking to Vincent, and they actually start getting along. Vincent actually relates to him and also tells him his backstory instead of Midnight telling Freddy. Vincent tells the backstory for each of the characters. Vincent has the same story. However, instead of them, running away, they were actually abandoned. They were actually all caught, and they were just banished. They were banished and sent to Earth from the kingdom. And Vincent said he always looked up to Freddy, and that's why he's going to help him if he helps him. So if Freddy helps Vincent, Vincent's going to help him back and cure him, apparently. At least that's what, you think. And one scene is where Vincent has, the dinner table ready. However, though, he's treating Freddy more like a dog. And he has a food bowl and a water bowl for Freddy that says Freddy on it. And Freddy's just like, really? Vincent's like, go ahead, eat in the corner. So Vincent's still treating him like a pet, kind of. But then, for some reason, Midnight takes her plate and actually chose to sit next to Freddy, which gets Vincent kind of jealous. So Vincent does kind of see that Midnight is getting along with Freddy more, which is, making him jealous because Vincent's kind of like the father figure because Vincent adopted Midnight and stuff when she was just a young wolf. But then they get along so well that Midnight tells the truth. Midnight tells Freddy that you shouldn't join them. Because Freddy at this point is thinking if he should join them or not. Because he's starting to get along with the wolves now, actually. He's starting to get along and used to the wolves. However, though, now Midnight tells Freddy that you shouldn't join us. You're a good person. I trust you. You're like a big brother to me, which is why I want the best for you. You should not join us. We are just bad. What he did tell you about the backstory is true. However, he lied about one thing, and Midnight starts explaining to him that Vincent's lying about curing him. The only way that Freddy can be cured is if Freddy kills Vincent, and he'll turn back into a human because Vincent bit him. That is the only way Freddy can turn back to normal. So that's why Vincent is lying. He can't have Freddy he can't cure Freddy. Because the only way to cure Freddy is if Vincent gets killed. That's pretty much it. So Vincent is trying to make Freddy join him. So Vincent is actually trying to make Freddy think that Vincent's a good guy and make Freddy join him so they can take over the whole kingdom together. He has nothing to do with Freddy's Freddy's home, Freddy's town. He's not interested in that. He wants to take over the entire kingdom that abandoned him and has sent him to the human world. However, Freddy obviously is upset by this, and also Mercy hears them talking about this, so she snitches on Midnight, but Freddy stands up for Midnight and stands up to Vincent, which leads to them fighting. However, though, they're not strong enough, and they end up running for it. Midnight and Freddy start running for the exit. Star, Jamie, and Sun are actually there, and they actually save them. So they save Freddy and Midnight, and they actually end up getting away, which is now everything's getting different. As you can see, this is not something that happened in the series, so now it's more longer. And now Vincent is upset about what happened. Vincent has lost it. Vincent's like, okay, you know what? Go to the town. We're going to turn everybody else into a werewolf. We're going to take over this planet instead. After we're done taking over this planet, we'll be back and take over the kingdom. Now Vincent wants all world domination. So Vincent now is taking over the world, and the whole remaining 4 werewolves, Vincent, William, Mercy, and Jake, are biting random people in the town and turn them into werewolves. Now that means the whole world is being invaded by wolves. However, though, Midnight explains that, okay, well, it's alright. All they have to do is kill the main 4 wolves, and everybody will turn back to normal. So that's their main goal, take out all the remaining wolves so they can save the entire town. Now, Vincent, however, is trying to make all the people into werewolves so he can take over the world. At first, he didn't want to do this, but now he has no choice. He feels like it's the only way to stop Freddy because he knows Freddy's a big threat. And that was his plan. He wanted Freddy to join him because he knew he'll be unstoppable with Freddy. However, since Freddy is now going against him no matter what, he's going after the entire town and is now trying to take over the entire universe at this point. Now, this is where I don't know what else happened. It's not where it ended, but it cuts. So I don't know how the other wolves got, out or anything, but it cuts to, in my dream, it does cut to Star, Sun, and Jamie and Midnight in a cell captured and Vincent being the only wolf remaining. However, though, Vincent is using this power stone, which is actually telekinesis. So that's how he gets his power. Instead of Vincent destroying all the power stones and using that, part of the stones to make his own power, instead he has his own power stone, which is called telekinesis. The telekinesis power stone, which is orange for some reason. It's orange. It's not blue or like cyan. No, it's orange. And Vincent is using the power somehow to turn everybody in the whole Earth into werewolves. So he's planning on shooting down a missile that turns everyone into werewolves. And that's like the whole Earth itself. And Freddy, in his Raichu form, looks amazing. Exactly the same, but amazing. He goes and actually flies to space, and so does Darkness. So Darkness is here. Darkness is actually here. And I know it took, too long to mention this, but Ice and Flame are not in this. I don't know if they're there or not, but we're not there. Ice and Flame, we're not chasing Vincent and the other wolves into the portal. I'm sorry, I waited too long to tell you guys about this, but no, they follow them. They do not follow them like in the series and try to help Star in the group as you saw. No, they were not in it for some weird reason. But Darkness was here, and Darkness was helping Freddy. So good Darkness is in the animation, and he's helping Freddy. They try to shoot the laser down, but Raichu, Freddy, and Darkness work together and shoot the laser back at the airship. Darkness grabs Freddy, however, and throws Freddy into the airship, where Freddy fights Vincent in the final battle inside the airship in front of everybody watching. And he ends up in the... It was a really, really cool battle. Like, it was really, really, like super anime. Like, I'm not even joking. In the end, though, after like a good 5 minutes of them fighting, Freddy gets the sword and ends up stabbing Vincent, which takes Vincent down. Freddy ends up winning. Vincent gets killed. He gets cured, but the airship starts falling into, starts crashing into Earth. But Darkness grabs it and puts the airship down safely, so no one gets hurt. And that's pretty much, this is the ending. So I'm not sure what happened to all the other wolves, like Mercy, Jake, and William. I'm not sure what happened to them. But it ends with Freddy and Darkness shaking hands, Darkness turning back, and Darkness saying, "Thanks for giving me another chance." And Freddy's like, "Thanks for actually helping me." So it is the same thing with Darkness turning good and joining the good guys, but Darkness chooses to fly away into a different planet, and he'll let Freddy know if he ever needs help. So maybe, who knows, maybe that can lead to another animation that I never made in the Gotcha series. Who knows, maybe we can make different stories we haven't actually done before in the series before, if you know what I mean. But yeah, and Darkness flies away into a different planet while Freddy, Midnight Sun, Jammy, and Star celebrate after saving the entire town and the world once again. And that was actually, in my opinion, what was the right thing. Like, in my opinion, like, this plot itself was the right way to go. The same exact plot in Freddy Build the End 3, like we did in the Gotcha series. However, we made it longer and extended it more. And that's what I really, really enjoyed. Like, it was legit, like, very similar to the Gotcha series, which is what I liked. And we made it longer and stuff. We added William, we added other things. And it was really good in my opinion. The animation was beautiful. It was like I was watching a movie, and it just looked incredible. I didn't see everything, obviously. I don't know Mercy's backstory. The first thing I saw was Freddy getting bit and stuff. And like, I doubt we're going to start off like that. I didn't see the title card, or I didn't see the intro or anything. And I don't know what happened that much with Star, Jammy, and Sun. I'm not sure if it is Freddy Build the End 3 that in, the animation. Maybe it's Freddy Build the End 2, who knows. It could be Freddy Build the End 2, because it looks like it worked very well to be the second one. But at the same time, I don't know why Darkness would help Freddy if Darkness, in the first animation in my dream, Darkness got killed. And which is interesting, because I don't know if, how Like, because, you know, like, in how we did it in Freddy Bill the End 2, Darkness was the main villain. Freddy punches Darkness and he flies away to a different planet. And this is different. It seems that in the animation in the first one, like I told you guys, Darkness gets killed. And Freddy turns back to normal, I believe, because of that. And so that's why he doesn't have the angel form, but I don't know, like, is that what happens? Because I really hope we do the Power Stone thing. I want to do Freddy Bill the End 2 with the Power Stones, and I want to do Freddy Bill the End 4 with the different universe hopping, and I also want to do Freddy Bill the End 5 with the aliens. So I hope I get dreams about those soon. But so far it's been only Freddy Bill the End 1, and apparently Freddy Bill the End 3, the only two I had dreams about, and also the Bendy Crew crossover, which looked amazing. And I thought I should just let you guys know about this. I think this, if this was a sequel, then alright, great job. This could be just like legit the sequel, and we can just do like the Power Stones a different time. I'm not sure, but wow, it was really good and I really enjoyed it. And it was like I was watching a movie. I wish you guys saw it. It was what it needed to be. Like, it just got better. Like, you know, I do think Freddy Bill the End 3 in the Gotcha series was the best one because how we did it with the characters, especially how Vincent, like, I think Vincent was the best part of it, his villain role. And it's like we did it even better in this animation version. I think people would love Vincent's character. And it was really cool seeing Darkness again, actually, you know, being a good guy. I want to see people's reactions with that and stuff. And I think we can do more with it because we didn't focus on the other characters. We mostly focused on Freddy and the other wolves. So we'll see what happens if it actually ends up happening. I really hope it does. I'll do my best to make it happen. Thanks, you guys. That's pretty much it. So thank you guys again for watching. I really can't wait. I really hope I'm going to do my best to make this happen. I really hope this does happen one day. We actually make real animations and some studio actually listens to my ideas and stuff and we make this happen, because I will do my best to make this happen and stuff, because I already have, I think if I was allowed, I would do the main 5 only. I'm not joking. I would actually do the main 5. I would do Freddy Bill the End 1, Freddy Bill the End 2, Freddy Bill the End 3, Freddy Bill the End 4, and Freddy Bill the End 5. I wouldn't do Freddy Bill the End 6, and I don't think I would do others. Even though I have many cool ideas in my mind, I don't think we need to. I think for a story and series standpoint, if that's what we're going for, I think there should just be the main 5 Freddy Bill the Ends. I know people are going to be probably upset, like, oh man, you're not doing the Freddy Bill the End 6 thing, or you're not doing the dinosaur idea. Well, I don't think I need to. I think the right way to go is to do the main 5, and that's it. I think no spin-offs. I don't think we need that. I think what we need to do is have the main 5 be the series. We have the first one, and we have the second with the Power Stones. We have the third one with the werewolves. And I know people are going to love part 4 with going to different universes. We would add different types of universes as well, not just the main, like, 4 we came up with. And the Freddy Bill the End 5 with aliens, because I think that will be also a fun one to make with the aliens taking over. And that's everything. Those are my ideas of what we should do, I think. In my opinion, we should focus on the main 5 for the Freddy Bill the End series, if that actually does become a real series in animation. Thanks guys again so much for watching. I know you guys are like, he's just talking about, well, this is actually stuff I actually see in my dream, and it's amazing, and I really hope you guys can picture it, and I hope you guys actually see it. Guys, thank you so much again. It's literally like you got the models, like the Gotcha OCs, and you put them in the animation, but they have like better hands. Like their fingers are not, they have like regular 5 fingers and stuff in the wrists. They look amazing. Everything was on point. Anyway, thank you guys so much again for watching. I hope you guys are excited as I am. I really hope we do it. And the announcement is coming soon. Don't worry. Thanks guys so much. I love you guys. Goodbye.